memories that we created that night. We were pretty drunk, so that sounds a little, yeah, the two of us, we were in, yeah, that sounds bad. But yeah, the two of us had a great night. Hey, how's it going? And welcome to Whisky Wins with me, Stuart, and Jasper's here too. Today, I'm a little raspy, got a little bit of baritone in my voice, just because I've got a cold. I've been tested, so don't worry, it's just a cold, a little bunged up. I can still taste and I can still smell. So today we've got Staoisha from Signatory Vintage, which they own Edradour. They're just an independent bottler. It's bottled at 46% ABV, non-chill filtered, no added colouring, and it cost £35. I purchased it from Drinkmonger in Pitlochry, which is just a branch of Royal Mile Whiskies. So get rid of the tube. I actually purchased this when I was with my girlfriend's dad. We were having an overnight stay in Blairathol. We're doing a whiskey tasting. I decided to buy a bottle, and we consumed half of it within the night. So that'll give you a little insight into what this whiskey's like. I'm not going to add any water. I've been making a habit of doing that recently, but for me this doesn't really need water, so I'm not going to review it with water. But we'll get right down to the nose, the palate and the finish. It's a lovely, buttery, creamy nose. It's been matured in D-char and re-char hogshead, and it's 7-year-old, vintage 2013, bottled in 2021, I believe. So yeah, creamy, buttery, oily. It's a little chalky on the nose, so we'll see if that comes through in the palate as well. There's some sort of fruit there, but I can't really pick out which fruits are there. There's definitely peat. It's a heavily peated Bunnahabhain, but it feels as if the creamy element, the buttery element, is smoothing the peat down a little, smoothing that heavily peat element. It's a little prickly on the nose when you stick your nose right in. It's quite youthful, quite sprightly, quite young. I know youthful and young are pretty much the same word, but yeah. And I think that's probably all I'm going to get from it. The sun's shining, so I'm not sure how this lighting's going to look, but yeah. It's really nice on the nose, really bold, really powerful, and full for sure. Definitely a full nose. The palate, there's a lot of fruit coming through now. Kind of similar to the nose, but I couldn't get any particular fruit on the nose. So I'm getting like mango, kind of grapefruit, or maybe not grapefruit, maybe more agave or something like that, kind of tropical fruit. Really fresh, really quite exuberant, if that's the word, just fresh, bold, yeah, just juicy. It's really nice in the mouth. There's a clay element to link to the, I was just swatting away some hair, I'm not doing karate. There's a clay element to link to the chalk from the nose. That's came through. It's just almost, you expect it to feel gritty in your mouth, but obviously it's not. It's don't want to use the word, but it's a smooth liquid. But you expect it to feel gritty with that clay scent or clay taste in your mouth. There's something kind of burnt. The only thing I can think of, and it's something that I would have never have done and I've never came across, and I don't know why I'm thinking of it, but burnt Weetabix or something like that. I'm trying to think what Weetabix is. It's basically just cereal, kind of grain, like burnt grain, burnt cereal, burnt, I don't know, biscuit, burnt something like that, or singed, charred, a little charred. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Maybe charred barley or burnt barley, burnt wheat, whatever, anything. Just that's what it's like. So yeah, quite a nice palate. The peat. Oh, that was a little break in my voice. The peat. I don't think the peat's too overpowering. It's obvious that it's there, but it doesn't. Yeah, you can tell it's there. It's earthy. It's a little subdued because of the earth element. I think. I feel the finish. The finish is a little spirity. Yeah, it's a little young, a little youthful, but there's that biscuit element coming through, and now it's more, let me say, digestive with butter on it, or two digestives, butter on one side and then sandwich them and then num num num. So yeah, butter with digestives, but yeah, a little young to start with, a little spirity, a little off-putting, but once this creamy, biscuity, digestive element comes through, it really carries the finish. Like I said, medium in length, and I don't think I'm getting much. There's maybe a little bit of fruit. Maybe now it's more grapefruit. It's a little kind of sour, a little bitter, and not as fruity as the mango or the agave. I'm pretty sure agave is quite fruity. But yeah, it's a little bitter and sour now with the fruit. So almost like dehydrated in a sense. Actually, I don't think I've maybe had like dehydrated mango or dehydrated grapefruit, whatever, something like that. I don't know if you get dehydrated grapefruit, but it's like a dehydrated fruit. Yeah, quite nice. So if you're new here, this is how I review whiskies. I've got 3 ratings to put it against. The first being, would I buy it again? Do I recommend it? And do I think it's worth it? So buying it again and the cost, the value are kind of coinciding. But yeah, we'll get down to that. So would I buy it again? I think I would. It's cheap, £35. So, and the experience that I'm getting from it, how much we've had out of it, the enjoyment that we had, the memories that we created that night, we were pretty drunk. So that sounds a little, yeah, the two of us, we were in, yeah, that sounds bad. But yeah, the two of us had a great night, had a lot of this, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. So I would probably buy it again, and I really think it's worth it. It's a great value dram, it's got integrity, it's non-chill filtered, no added colouring, 46% ABV, which it could be 40%, 46 is a nice, it's your bare minimum I'd expect. I think 40%, although it's the SWA minimum, it shouldn't be. I think 46% should be. So yeah, I think it's a great value dram, especially for the profile. It's nothing, it's not groundbreaking, it's not show-stopping, but if you want peat, if you want a nice, easy, kind of creamy, enjoyable dram, then this is it. Maybe not easy, because the peat and the kind of the powerfulness of the peat, maybe, or the powerful in general of the whiskey, is maybe a little intimidating, but not for a kind of experienced whiskey drinker. I don't think. I think this is a great value dram, and would I recommend it? Of course I would. So it's 3 out of 3, which means it's a whiskey win. If it was only 1 out of 3, it would be a whiskey bin. So 2 out of 3 whiskey win, and 3 out of 3 obviously whiskey win. So it's a whiskey win for sure. It's a good dram, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. There's another Staoisha that I keep reaching for over this, just because it's slightly better, but this is still an amazing whiskey. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Thanks for watching. I've been Stuart. This has been Whisky Whims. I'll see you later.